I'm here.
Okay. Oh, good. All right. So let's go for it.
You ready, Harriet?
I think so.
Hi. Okay, Dominique, you've talked a lot in your last session about how your feelings of depression are really affecting you. So whenever you start to feel depressed, what happens? I guess what happens?
Well, I just start to think about some of the things that I've been through, the abandonment that I have felt in my life, all my life.
Yeah, and that I'm sure that must be hard for you to go through. Is working on this depression something that you really want to work on right now? You indicated in our past sessions that it is, so I'm just checking in with you.
I think that it would be helpful to be able to understand maybe as I'm approaching that and maybe some ways to avoid it.
Okay. And I do have some suggestions for what we can do, but I want to hear from you on what you have tried already and kind of what doesn't work and what does work for you.
Well, some of the things that have worked, I try sometimes to list or think about. I know that you suggested one time about how to avoid automatic thoughts and how to not listen to those thoughts. So that's pretty much what I've been attempting to do.
Good. So that's been going well for you?
It's been going well. It's sometimes it's difficult to differentiate between what might be an automatic thought and what I might truly believe to be true.
Yeah. So what are some of because you said you've been working on that, what are some of the more positive thoughts you've been replacing your automatic negative thoughts with?
Well, the fact that I can, I'm making some decisions about some of the things that I need to do and some of the goals that I am looking forward to and thinking about as I make a transition from where I've been living to a new space. So focusing on the goals seems to help, focusing on what I want to do and not so much about what has gone before.
Okay, and that's I'm glad to hear that. I'm so glad that you've been doing well since the last time we talked. And I think it's awesome. You know, you've been through a lot and you have great strength and that you are setting goals for yourself and you are trying to move forward and get yourself a better situation. What are some of the goals that you have right now? I know you talked a lot about this program called Great Expectations through the Thomas Nelson College. Can you tell me about some of the goals you want to accomplish with this program?
Well, I want to become a teacher. I'd like
That's
to.
wonderful.
I'd like to work with children. I'd like to possibly work with children who may have been through some of the same things that I've been through. So that's one of the things that I'm looking forward to, and I'm also making strides with the person that I've met at a church that I've decided to start to attend. And this is where I'll be living. And, you know, relationships take a while to develop, but we're beginning to learn about one another. And it seems to be a very supportive environment.
Good. I'm glad that you have found someone that you can go to and kind of helps to hold you accountable with these goals outside of our relationship. Because I know at one of our last sessions, you were worried about being held accountable and, you know, you don't have a lot of people outside of this room that is willing to hold you accountable and kind of keep you on track.
Right.
So is there anyone at this program that would be there to help you with your goals and help you move through this program?
There are counselors, and then there are other students who have been in similar situations. So sharing that information helps. I don't always want to share everything, but it does help that there are others who have had some difficulties, some of the same difficulties that I've had.
Yeah, I'm sure that does help. So I kind of want to make a list of 2 goals for you going forward from here, because you can also help with holding yourself accountable. Do you think writing down a couple of goals to go on would help keep yourself accountable, kind of give you something, a checklist to go on, I guess?
I definitely think that would help, and it would also give me a way of maybe following up with you the next time you ask me, where am I in my progress?
Yeah. And I'm definitely still going to be a support system for you, and I'd be more than happy to be one of those people that you're accountable to. What
Okay.
is what are one of the next goals you want to accomplish?
Well, I know that pretty soon I'm going to have to begin doing lesson planning, and I need I'm going to try to find some resources for that. Maybe try to find another teacher. Do you know anybody that could possibly help me with that?
All right, very good. I think that 5 minutes is up for this group. And the next group, thank you very much. And you could mute yourself right now. And the next group is case number two, Tyler and